Good morning students, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Students, in this lecture we will study about the force acting on a moving charge in a magnetic field. In the previous video we had already studied that when current is made to flow through any conductor, then magnetic field is produced around the conductor. So that is the basic to learn this topic. So let this is the conductor and current is made to flow through this conductor I. Due to the current, magnetic field will be produced around the conductor. Due to the current flowing through this conductor, here magnetic field will be produced around the conductor. Okay, and we know that the direction of magnetic field, if the direction of current is upward direction, and what will be the strength of magnetic field at point P, observation point P. You know that by the right hand palm rule, the direction of current is along this direction. If this thumb shows the direction of current and fingers indicate the point where we have to find the strength of magnetic field, then the direction of magnetic field will be inward direction perpendicular to this board. So the direction of magnetic field at point P will be inward direction. Let at point P here positive charge plus Q is placed. If this charge is made to move in any direction, then this charge is now this charge is called moving charge particle. Okay, what is this? Now this is called moving charge particle. This moving charge particle is in the magnetic field, means this charge particle is moving in the magnetic field. So now this charge particle experiences some force. Because this charge is moving in the magnetic field, that's why this charge will experience a magnetic force. Now, what will be the direction of magnetic force? And what will be the strength of magnetic force on the moving charge particle? Okay, so we will discuss about it. So, if the charge particle is moving along this direction, and the direction of magnetic field at point P is inward direction. Okay. So what will be the direction of force, magnetic force acting on the charged particle? So we will determine the direction of magnetic field on the charged particle moving in the magnetic field by the right hand palm rule number 2 and the Fleming's left hand rule. So first of all, we will understand about the right hand palm rule number 2. So open your palm of the right hand and stretch the thumb and the fingers such that the fingers and the direction of thumb should be mutually perpendicular to each other. In this condition, if thumb shows the direction of motion of the charged particle like that, this is the direction of motion of charged particle. Fingers show the direction of magnetic field. Then the direction of magnetic force will be perpendicular to the palm outward direction. Coincide the thumb along the direction of motion of charged particle and the direction of magnetic field. So the force on the moving charge particle in this magnetic field will be along this direction. Okay, so this is perpendicular to the palm. I repeat, if thumb shows the direction of motion of charge particle and fingers point the direction of magnetic field, then the direction of magnetic force acting on the moving charge particle will be perpendicular to the palm outward direction. Okay, and we will know about the Fleming's left hand rule. Stretch your thumb, forefinger and middle finger such that these should be mutually perpendicular to each other. Okay, if in this case, if the forefinger points the direction of magnetic field and middle finger shows the direction of motion of the charged particle, then thumb will give the direction of force on the charged particle. Here forefinger shows the direction of magnetic field inward direction. This middle finger shows the direction of motion of charged particle in the magnetic field. Then thumb will show the direction of force acting on the charged particle. So the direction of magnetic force will be along this direction. Okay, so this is the Fleming's left hand rule. So the Fleming's left hand rule determines the direction of magnetic force on the moving charge particle, and the right hand palm rule number 2 also gives the direction of magnetic force on the charge particle, moving charge particle. This magnetic force on the moving charge particle in the magnetic field was recognized first by the Hendrik Antoon Lorentz. Okay, and that's why this magnetic force on the moving charge particle is said to be magnetic Lorentz force. And the magnitude of this magnetic Lorentz force, so the magnitude of magnetic Lorentz force or magnetic force on the moving charge particle is directly proportional to the magnitude of the charge of charge particle. Okay, now if the magnetic field is denoted by vector B, okay, then the magnitude of the magnetic field will be B. The magnetic force on the moving charge particle is directly proportional to the magnitude of the magnetic field. Let this is the x-axis, this is y-axis, and let this is z-axis, and here plus q charge is placed, and the direction of magnetic field is taken along the direction of x-axis. Okay, now in this case, if the direction of motion of the charged particle is along this direction, okay, now velocity of moving charge particle makes an angle with the x-axis, let this is theta. The horizontal component of velocity will be, vertical component will be v sine theta. This is the vertical component along this direction, and this is the horizontal component of velocity vector v. And the magnitude of the magnetic force acting on the charged particle in the magnetic field is also directly proportional to the component of the velocity perpendicular to the magnetic field. So what is the direction of magnetic field? This is the direction of magnetic field. So which component is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field? This is this component which is along the direction of y-axis. This component of the velocity v sine theta is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. So the magnitude of the magnetic force will be directly proportional to the v sine theta. On combining these factors f m directly proportional q b v sin theta, okay, or fm will be equal small k q v b sin theta, where small k is the proportionality constant. The unit of this magnetic force defined such that the value of K is equal 1. Then the magnetic force Fm will be equal QVB sin theta. In the vector form, the magnetic force will be vector Fm equal Q into vector V cross vector B. This is the magnetic force on the moving charge particle. Okay, let this is the first equation and this is second equation. Special cases. Case first. If V equal 0 means, what is it means? If V equals 0 means charge particle is at rest. In this case, the force, magnetic force from equation first, Fm will be equal Q into 0 into B sin theta, or Fm will be equal 0. Means if the charge particle is at rest in the magnetic field, then charge particle does not feel any type of magnetic force in the magnetic field. Case number second, if theta equal 0 degree. Second case, if theta equal 0 degree means the direction of motion of the charge particle will be along the direction of magnetic field. From equation first, Fm will be equal QVB sin 0 degree. Value of sin 0 degree is equal 0. So Fm will be equal QVB into 0, or Fm will be equal 0. Means if the charge particle is moving along the direction of magnetic field, then the magnetic force on the charge particle will be 0. Means the moving charge particle does not experience any magnetic field if the charge particle is moving along the direction of magnetic field. Okay, and case third, if theta equal 180 degree, so Fm will be QVB sin 180 degree, or Fm will be equal 0. If this theta becomes 180 degree along this direction, means the direction of motion of charge particle will be opposite to the direction of magnetic field. In this case, the force acting on the charge particle is also 0. Okay. Case 4, if theta equal 90 degree, then from equation first, Fm, the magnetic force on the moving charge particle, QV B sin 90 degree. Now the value of sin 90 degree is equal 1. So the magnetic force will be QVB, that is maximum force. If the charge particle is moving perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field, then the magnetic force on the charge particle will be maximum, and that is equal QVB. Okay, perpendicular means it can move along the direction of y-axis, positive y-axis, and it can move along the direction of negative y-axis or along the direction of z-axis or along the direction of minus z-axis. In these cases, the force on the charged particle will be maximum, that is QVB. Now, we will discuss about the Lorentz force. What is the Lorentz force? If the charged particle is moving in a region where both electric field and magnetic field are present, so the electric force on the charged particle of charge Q will be F vector Fe equal Q vector E, where E is the electric field. The magnetic force on the moving charge particle vector Fm equal, we have calculated vector V cross vector B. So the total force on the moving charge particle will be vector F equal electric force on the moving charge particle plus magnetic force on the moving charge particle. On putting the values of Fe and Fm from our equations, then it will Q vector E plus Q vector V cross vector B. This equation can be written as vector F equal Q vector E plus vector V cross vector B. This is the Lorentz force acting on the moving charge particle. This is not complete Lorentz force. This total force is called Lorentz force. So understood about Lorentz force? Lorentz force is the force experienced by the moving charge particle in a region where electric as well as magnetic field are there. That total force is called Lorentz force. So this is the equation of Lorentz force. Okay, this equation can be written as F equal Q vector E plus vector V cross vector V. Vector F equal, we can take common Q is constant, so Q can be taken as common. So Q vector E plus vector V cross vector B. This is the Lorentz force acting on the moving charge particle. This part is the magnetic Lorentz force. This is not complete Lorentz force. This total force is called Lorentz force.